Our colleagues keep saying that oil production is up on federal lands, and we keep coming back with the facts. Federal offshore natural gas production was down 19% in 2012. All while the administration in 2012 closed 85% of our OCS regions to offshore development. It comes as no surprise that they are not here to defend this terrible record. So really, I want to open it up to the panel in the 3 minutes or so that I have to respond to this, and also the comment that somehow that there's supposedly oil or natural gas way down deep in the earth that you've already leased. And for heaven's sakes, gentlemen, why don't you just go and get that substance out of the ground? Please respond to that.
If I could start, there's little reason to believe that. I find it amazing when politicians think they know where oil is and geoscientists don't. I find this amazing. There's little reason to believe these estimates and so on. The fact of the matter is, if companies have spent billions of dollars to lease land, to develop it and so on, the notion that they wouldn't develop it is just silly.
So you're telling me that it doesn't make business sense to go out and spend a lot of money to lease land and not attempt to get some return on investment then?
That's exactly right. And irrespective of that, what's wrong with additional leasing? The government collects money, you collect more activity, you move forward. And so why don't we just move forward on these things where we know there's a lot of opportunity?
So you go where the oil is, right?
I'm just an old country boy, but I think, you know, that would be my philosophy.
It's empirical. Great. Anyone else like to respond?
Yeah, if I may. I mean, you go where the oil is, where you're allowed to go. I mean,
Yes.
The Department of Interior loves to play with statistics and mislead the public, but it's important to understand that right now, under this five-year leasing plan, more than 86% of all the OCS acreage is off limits. 86% of what you and I, as American citizens, own has not been available for even exploration in more than 30 years. So when they say that, you know, X percent of what's available is open, I mean, that's playing with numbers.
Yes.
Just one point I'd like to make is our industry needs access to acquire this seismic data off the East Coast. And the BOEM is working on this programmatic EIS very slowly, but we anticipate that this may come to a record of decision in March or April of next year. That seismic data is not going to produce oil the next year, but we need to understand what resources we have off of the East Coast, and it takes years for that data to become production. And the longer we wait to acquire this data, the longer it pushes that off.
Right.
Congressman, I'd just like to point out that while production was down slightly in 2012, we are still producing at higher levels than we were at the end of the Bush administration, that there are 50% more oil rigs operating right now in the Gulf of Mexico than there were prior to Deepwater Horizon, and we still have not codified reforms to drilling safety and operations in the aftermath of that accident.
Well, I can tell you, I was here in the immediate in the immediate aftermath, the Macondo incident, and I'm from Louisiana. And I can tell you that what production we have been able to stand up was a real battle right here in this room. So we drug the administration kicking and screaming through court battles and all of that. So again, I'm very hesitant to give the government credit for opening up those lands. And again, remember that this massive increase in production is a function of the new technology, particularly horizontal drilling that's going on. And so, again, while that may be benefiting us somewhat on federal lands, it is not because of what the administration is doing to be helpful. It's because of the advance in technology. And with that, I yield back, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.